That is practical value, the realization of instrument value in the form of experiences that are real in everyday life.
This temple was constructed by Marthandavarma, the maker of modern Travancore, and why it was constructed is a different thing. It was a signaling of the triumph of the king in quenching the revolts.
And these three things which Ramayana teaches us, that not three things, I would say that Ramayana teaches us to maintain a balance in our life in three things. That is artha. Artha means the production or the money, karma, our actions, and our religion.
This grief arises from the state of suffering and wretchedness due to separation from one's beloved. Therefore, Rama now becomes an antithesis of his very core nature. He is a Dhirodatta Nayaka, but now he almost transforms into a Virahani Nayaka.
If we look the art, the popular plastic art or culture, stone culture, all are concentrated in the capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta, in the central capital of Indonesia.
Last but not the least, we have our next speaker, Ma Archana.
Namaste.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again. Respected Dr. Sonia and all the speakers and also the participants. And I'm very much honored to be part of this international conference. And now I would like to show my presentation. So my presentation is called Ashtabrata, 8 Principles of Effective Leadership and Good Governance. This is actually based on Rama's teaching to Vibhishan from ancient Indonesian sources. It is very much interesting because now, especially in Asia, we are so much oriented to the Western system of education and also like leadership theories from the West, like great men theory or trait theory, transformational theory of leadership. But actually, we do have theories of leadership that is derived from Ramayana. So therefore, I would like to just focus on this topic. Right. Many people today feel that Indonesia imparted Sanatan Dharma from India like other religions. You know, like here Sanatan Dharma and Samskriti is a way of life. And even though majority has embraced Islam and other religions, but the Samskriti and Dharma runs through our veins. Why is that? Because if we go back to the history, we see that before we know Jambudvip, it was one continental, and then of course it was like with the catalytics and catastrophes and tsunamis and all that, climate change, and then it became the island of Indonesia, the archipelago of Indonesia. It's called Śukā Nādi or Swarnadweep. And in Ramayana, you find it as the name Yavadweep. If you all remember when Sugriv dispatched his armies in search of Sita, then Yavadweep was mentioned. And then the classic Sanskrit literature around the 12th century, then the archipelago was called Vipantara. And after that, again, after the 14th and 16th century CE, the name became Nusantara. So the name Indonesia is actually new. It's around 1884. So I'm taking this this topic of the Ashtabrata, the eighth resolution, right? It is taken from the book of my guru. It's called Ananda's New Self Leadership. It is very interesting because in the olden times, our ancestors, they always, like the yogis in yoga, they always observed nature. And so this is the same thing. These theories actually, the eldest one comes from the Manodharma Shastra, but then in the Kakawin Ramayana, like what Professor Sahid was mentioning, it is also mentioned about the eight principles of effective leadership and good governance, what we call the Rama Rajya. So the first one, taken from there are 8 elements of nature. So the first one, it is Surya. A leader should shine and share and light with one and all. So never operates according to likes and dislikes, like rag dvesh. And then the way they work, they have to be patient. It is like the sun rising until sundown. It takes time to go through all that. So it is patience. And then the character of the sun is also to educate and illuminate. A leader should have those qualities. And the second one is Chandra, or the moon. It takes on the sun's role in the dark. If we know the quality of the moon, it is soft, it is gentle. So a leader, they should be kind and compassionate and peaceful in the same way, so they'll be loved by his people. It is very difficult to rule if we are a leader, but then our people do not like us. And then the third character that a leadership must have is Taraka, or the North Pole Star. As what we do now, like the sailors, they always use the North Pole to guide them for the path. And also people who goes on camping, they always look for the North Pole Star. And this is also the quality of a leader. They should have this quality. So a leader should be loyal to his position and to be a guide and give guidance, consistent and firm in upholding the law or dharma or justice. Basically, they have to be fair. Right? And always showing to guide their people. And the next one is Bhumi, or earth. Like earth, it gets trampled, she gets trampled, but then she's always kind. Again, it is like the same quality as the sun. They are patient. Although they are trampled upon, but they don't get angry, they're not revenged. And a leader should become the solid ground of the people and give life to his people. So from earth, life grows like plants and all that. And that is how a leader should embrace their subjects or people. And the fifth one is Varuna, or water. As we know, water flows on, from up to down, never goes from down to up. And then also it's making its own way. What does this mean? A leader should also go and set examples to the people. They go to the ground, they go to the field. They're not just sitting in their office and just, being bossy and all that. No, a good leader knows their people. And like water, it spreads and goes down, accessible to his people, and set example. And water also has the quality to give prosperity to its people. And also with water, the character of water, even though it's like going with the flow, but actually the concept of going with the flow, sometimes it becomes so negative. So going with the flow means like when we see water, it is blocked by a rock or something like that. What it does is it finds another way to go through it. So this is what's beautiful. A leader should have the quality of Varuna, or water. And then the sixth quality is Gani, or fire. The character of fire is it purifies and recycles. A leadership has to be, they are warm, but then very charismatic, And fire is also a symbol of full of energy. It gives positive spirit to his people. It does not demoralize, he or she does not demoralize people, but giving good spirit so that they can grow. And the seventh quality is Vayu, or air. If we see the character or the qualities of air, it has the ability to penetrate anything, anywhere. So a leader also, even though they're not present physically, but the people will be able to feel their presence through his or her wisdom and the policies implemented in the leadership, right? And also as wind, since they penetrate anything, they are also friendly people. And the eighth quality, it is Samudra, or ocean, vast, all-inclusive knowledge and vision. What does it mean? They have to have a vast knowledge, vast wisdom, vast way of thinking, a vast heart. And like the ocean, it can accommodate many things with the different species that is in the sea. So a good leadership, it accommodates the people's aspirations. He or she embraces everyone from all walks of life. It's not there's no discrimination whatsoever. And also, with the character of the ocean, the leader with this quality, he or she will have vast knowledge, and this vast knowledge will give the leader the ability to make wise decisions. And so those are the 8 qualities that was given by Ram to Vibhishan when after Rahwan was killed. So a country without a leader is going to be a chaos. That's why when Vibhishan was instilled there to be the king, Ram taught Vibhishan how to be a wise king. And all these principles of the 8 characters in leadership is derived from the local Ramayana, in the Kakawin Ramayana, actually. There are also the different differentiation between there are also similarities to the devas, the 8 devas, like Indra, Yama, Surya, Chandra, Amila, Kuvera, and Agni. But all those gods also have all the same qualities of the 8 elements. So that is my presentation about the 8 principles of leadership and good governance. A leader who implies these 8 principles of leadership will guarantee that the country or the company that they're leading will always prosper and the people will live happily and good welfare. Therefore, thank you so much. And as we see, all these cultures is in the veins of the Indonesian people, even in the way of life, even in the way we greet each other, like Namaste, it is there, and also in all the ceremonies. That is my short presentation of the 8 principles of leadership that is derived from Ramayana, and also good governance. Thank you.
Ma Archana explained the Rama Rajya. It is not related to only religion, but also the quality of leadership that we can learn from Ram. How Ram was. It is not it is not related to religion, but it is related to the moral values which we can learn from Ram. So this was all from our presenters. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the organizers for such a wonderful online conference. I hope everyone will gain from these efforts. Congratulations once again. Congratulations to Heritage Society, and thank you very much all the presenters. Thank you.